Hi, and welcome to the video series where we did a restoration and modification of a 1995 Volvo 850 Turbo. The people that own this vehicle has owned it since new, and it had a failing transmission, and instead of taking the car to the salvage yard, they decided to convert it to manual and do a full mechanical restoration on it. So thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy the series, and let's get started. Well, folks, here we are. Man, we got a lot of parts and a lot of cars torn apart here. The only two parts we don't have that I need, that I know of, and one is the spring seat that's busted on the driver's side. I got to get one of those tomorrow. The other one is the brackets on top of the transmission. When I looked at this transmission, I realized those brackets were missing. And those are unique to P80s. If you use those brackets from another model of Volvo, your shifter won't rest right and you'll have a mess on your hands. So we need that. It's 4:30, getting a late start. I'm just going to start hacking away at one thing at a time. And I don't think we need to pull a dash, so I'm going to start with this firewall mount up here and just start working on things one at a time, getting these parts squared away so that I can have this all done and wrapped up and take care of some more stuff tomorrow. So let me get started. I'm going to do this firewall mount first. Let me show you what that part looks like. This is it. It attaches up there. You got to take this cowl off to get at it. So let me go ahead and take that apart and put this mount in and go from there. So much for that train of thought. The corner of the engine support bar is on this firewall cowl, and that will stop me from getting to that mount, I believe. So I'm going to pass on that and move on to the next thing. Let me see if I can pry that up with my pry bar. I don't want to damage anything, but let me see how that works. Gotti, totally torn out. Oh, ain't trying to break a headlight, but let's get the new one installed on that bracket and go from there. When I started the car, for whatever reason, it didn't seem like it had a lot of juice. I'm going to test the battery, 760 cold cranking amps, to see if it's in good shape. It just seemed weak. We're going to put it on the charger if it's weak. It says the health is 4% and the charge is 55%. It needs to be replaced. We're going to put it on the charger for a day, see if that helps it. I brought my charger because of that. Got this all cleaned out. I got that mounted in. I got that bolt a little loose so I can tighten it in its resting position. I replaced this front engine mount down here because the other one was on its way out. Probably 50% on its way out. Next, I'm going to get that transmission out of the way, and I'm going to pull that rear main seal and replace that. Here's the rear main seal, about to install that up there. Let me get with it. Didn't notice it at first, but this front mount is trashed. When they're busted open like that, they need to be replaced. See if I can find one tomorrow. Got the clutch kit installed. Since there is no manual pilot bearing in this car, the disc holder didn't hold itself centered. I had to kind of center it myself and tighten a couple of the disc bolts down and held it in place. There is a manual pilot bearing, not necessary for the function of the transmission, but it is necessary to get this alignment tool to work properly. And somebody put a screw in the single mass flywheel that was not the proper length, but I had another one with me, so I put the proper bolts in there. They're not as long as the bolts that hold the master cylinder in. Let me check this aft mount, see if it's any good. If you made it this far, I trust that you found some information that was either useful or entertaining, so go ahead and hit the like button. And if you would like notification of future videos that I post, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. You can follow me on other social media apps by looking for @RobertDIY. Some form of that should bring up the other channels that I have on places like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. If for some reason you need some more personal help, go to my website at robertdiy.com and use the phone number that I have posted there to send me a text message, or you can email me. If you have questions or comments, please make a comment below. And if you'd like to make some kind of financial contribution to what I got going on here, go to my channel and hit the more link at the end of the introduction statement, and it'll show you different ways that you can support me financially. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.